Welcome back. Big Friday. Wicked Big Friday. Super. This is actually one of our bigger shows we've probably ever done. We're here, just me and Carter. Big Friday. Wicked huge show tonight. We have, God, the amount of things we did not plan.
It's a lot tougher for me when it's just the two of us because I really got to make an effort to pay attention to what you're saying so I can be part of the conversation.
Yeah, it's difficult for me too because I'll get lost and I'll forget what I said, and sometimes I just talk so much I tune myself out and I forget what I'm saying.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
Hey, Mike, welcome back, dude. Friday night.
Notification squad.
Yeah, pretty sick. I'm glad we got a real fan. It makes me more like I'm more excited to do the show, and I'm not just. I feel like I don't want to just sit here and be a jerk the whole time. I feel like I'm like, hey, we got a fan. All right, we got guests here. I got time to act.
Somebody's
right.
actually here to
Somebody's
listen
here.
to what we have to say.
Yeah, I gotta act right if we got guests in the house. But man, we got a monster snowstorm happen here. Oh, Corey made it in for second place on the pod. We got a monster snowstorm happening right now. It's dumping outside. There's probably an inch already. Roads are a mess. 16's backed up.
You know, the worst part is I don't think they're really supposed to get much snow at Black.
It is a southern storm right now. It swept in from the south. It's been snowing down in Massachusetts and southern New Hampshire. It's been snowing down there pretty much all day, all afternoon, but it just barely started here. And it might not crawl up there at all. It might not make it to Jackson. Might not. Me and Carter were trying to hit Black Mountain tomorrow morning, and unfortunately, I don't know as if this snow is going to help us out any. Mm-hmm. But it's dumping right now.
Snowing in Kansas City.
You get some snow, Mike. It's not going to stick. Well, this snow is going to stick for us. Well, it might. Who knows? You never know what's going to happen with the weather,
for a couple days.
It's going to stick for a minute.
It's actually supposed to be. Can't say Black. It's actually supposed to be really cold. I don't know if you saw that or not. Tomorrow morning, it's supposed to be 20 degrees, and it's only supposed to go down from there. So
really?
if we go skiing tomorrow, by the afternoon, it's gonna be single digits, I think.
That's kind of a bummer. It was actually kind of warm out tonight. I was up at King Pine, and the weather wasn't too bad. We left just in time. We got back before the snow really hit. But
is that a good thing or a bad thing? Because you didn't get to ski any fresh snow.
Well, in terms of not having to drive in the snow, I would say it was a benefit. I think we nailed it. Nobody wants to get stuck out on 16 in a snowstorm. But, I'm repping the trash bags tonight. Trash bag shirt, at least.
You wear the snow pants at the mountain?
No, I didn't. Right? I actually, I wasn't even skiing tonight. I was just shepherding my flock. And so I just, but I like to throw on a little flair so kids know I'm hip. But, yeah, anyway, we... It was a nice, like, compared to what it's been. Like, we've been up there for some nasty cold nights at King Pine, and this was a much warmer night compared to what it has been. And, I was looking forward to skiing tomorrow, thinking we might have a similar weather to today, where it's like 30s. 30s felt pretty good today.
It's going to be cold.
Great.
Yeah.
So I got to bundle up then.
Yeah, I mean... I'm okay with just going up there and skiing for, I don't know, a few hours, just see how we feel. Last time when I was there, I just lapped the whole mountain real quick, but they said they're going to be opening all kinds of new terrain, so.
Yeah, we'll see how we feel, and I don't know, we couldn't drum up a big party of people to go with us. That's always more fun if you get a big group to go, but, I figure... I'm finally getting a follow-up appointment to have someone look at my knee, and basically tomorrow could be my last day on skis for a while, so I figured I might as well take advantage.
When's your follow-up appointment?
Monday. I'm going in, and they're going to hopefully set me in the right direction and figure out what's what. Up to this point, it's just been a lot of jibba jabba, and they don't know what's what. But finally, got an appointment scheduled for Monday night. So
Michael asks if you're gonna do a series over the summer.
what do you mean? Like, I mean, we're not dropping the podcast. Like, pod's gonna keep rolling over summer, if that's what you mean. As far as a series, like, I've filmed a couple videos already, like regular. I've got a firewood video in the can. I've got a ski video.
Those won't come out till summer.
Yeah, who knows when you'll see those? All hope is lost at the moment. I actually, just sometimes you run into, like, I run into these really intense roadblocks. Like, I couldn't find my SD card reader. And, like, yeah, I could just order a new one off Amazon or from Best Buy or whatever, but that for me that's an insurmountable roadblock at the moment. Can't find my SD card reader, and we'll hurdle that eventually. We'll get past it at some point.
We always tell Caleb he's gonna go back to making his vlog videos. That's what he used to do. He used to be Casey Neistat wannabe.
Yeah. Well, I wouldn't even. I feel like wannabe's a little harsh. I feel like, I was literally a kid. When I started making those videos, I didn't even have a driver's license.
Yeah. I think the only reason I go that far as say wannabe was because you bought a pair of Ray-Bans and spray painted them to look just like Casey
So in
Neistat.
fairness, I never spray painted actual Ray-Bans. I had a pair of old sunglasses that I bought in Magic Kingdom years ago, and the lamination on them was coming off. They used to be bright white, but the lamination was all peeling off, and they were turning like eggshell colored. And yeah, then I spray painted them to be like Casey Neistat, of course.
Well, I hope I'm pretty sure I'm included in the rest of the team, so I appreciate the fact that I'm included in that too. This is actually Caleb's YouTube channel that we're doing this on. Those are all Caleb's videos that he's made over the years. We've never really got into making videos like Caleb did. But
Yeah, I've got a pretty good collection. I mean, it's one of those things I should go through and like better. I should make better playlists because obviously that's how Michael found us. He found the Philmont playlist. But if I had maybe better playlists, it might help. But I don't think I have like any like great premiere content or anything, videos I've made over the years. But I definitely, as far as like the videos, the vlogs of their time, I think the stuff I made is, it's a good representation of what other people were making on YouTube at that time. It's totally watchable, is what I would say. Most of it is totally watchable. But yeah, I mean, we might bring it back. We don't have any big hiking trip plans. If you didn't hear Michael, I'm looking at knee surgery coming up here in the coming months. So
yeah, he actually busted his leg
at Philmont.
At Philmont.
All right, listen. If I can clear my throat for a second. Sorry. So listen to this. When I was at Philmont, okay, the very first day of our trek, they drive us out into the middle of nowhere on a school bus. They open the back door of the school bus, and everybody's jumping out the back, and all the backpacks are right there, okay? And nobody's grabbing the bags, okay? And I say to myself, well, why don't I grab my bag? It's right here. I'll grab it on my way out. One less thing to grab, right? Well, I jump out of the back of the bus with my backpack on and land on the ground. And immediately, like, there was no pain, but immediately I felt something weird in my knee. I'm like, that's funny. And then I couldn't help but notice one guy held up on the back of the bus, and when everybody else was off, the one guy was tossing everybody their backpacks out of the back of the bus, and I had already had my backpack because I grabbed it and jumped out of the bus with it. So there's that instance, and then I like immediately, like we got to our campsite, we set up camp, and after I had sat down for a couple minutes, my knee was like swelling up like crazy, and I was hobbling around immediately. And this was the first day of our trek. So let that be a lesson. Don't jump out of the back of the bus with a backpack on. Maybe don't even jump out of the back of the bus. Maybe climb down gingerly.
The completion to the story is he never had it looked at the whole time he was on Philmont, walked around, did the whole Philmont trek.
Hiked for 14 days with a 90-pound pack on my back.
Yep. Knee was all messed up.
All
and
muffed up.
to this day, has never been to the doctors about it until
Skied 120 days last winter.
What is it? This spring or this winter? I mean.
Yeah, this fall.
Yeah.
Started going to the doctor to figure it out.
And they have no idea what's wrong with him.
They don't know. They don't know. I'm built different. They don't know if it's cast iron or lead or whatever the hell Wolverine's made out of, but they just figured.
Adamantium.
Yeah, they couldn't figure it out, and they need more scans and more data. Basically, what they're telling me is maybe it's like they call it like a cyst or like a growth. They really don't know. But more or less, there's something going on, and they're going to have to cut it open and cut something out. They said something about rotoscoping. But ultimately, I don't really know. And hopefully on Monday, we're going to figure this out. So I guess I'm going to miss Monday night's podcast, unfortunately.
Oh, it's a nighttime appointment?
Yeah, it's at like 4:30.
What, are they talking about cutting open your knee on Monday? And
No,
I
don't think they're doing anything on Monday. I think I'm just getting an in-person appointment to figure out. I think they're going to hopefully give me a lowdown, and we'll figure out what the next step is. They're saying they want to do an ultrasound because the sound waves vibrate, and they can see if this thing has a pulse or if it's got a mind of its own. If it pings a signal back that maybe they can communicate with it and ask it why it's there. Anyway, so Monday we'll get some answers hopefully, but yeah. Anyway, it's just been all sorts of problems, and hopefully we're gonna get that souped up. I've talked about it before on the pod, but anyway, now we know I at least have an appointment on Monday. For now, I have had other appointments, and then they called me and canceled them. So this could be
Really?
Yeah. This could be another case like that, but I don't think it will be. I think I'll actually get in this time.
They actually upped the snow in Jackson.
Oh yeah, what's
Yep.
it saying in Jackson?
1 to 3 inches.
All right, so yeah, we might get something to play in.
Yeah, the ski mountains, they always
They inflate it.
Yeah, they get a little bit more. Actually, it's supposed to be a little warmer in Jackson too. It's saying here the low temperature for tomorrow they say tomorrow night, but it's only going to get colder throughout the day. Is -8, and in Jackson the low temperature is 0, so it's going to be warmer there.
Nice. Yeah, I don't know. I'm excited to go skiing tomorrow. Like I say, could be my last day for a while. But I don't know. That being said, I don't know. But I'm going to treat tomorrow like it's my last day for a while. I'm just going to try and get out there and enjoy it, make the most of it.
Yeah, you were talking about bringing the cook stove. I think it might be interesting to try the lodge food they have there.
That's true. I mean, we haven't tried it since this reopening, so
yeah,
maybe we give it a whirl tomorrow.
They also sell some kind of I think it's like fondue or something up at the
yeah, and they got hot pretzels on
the mid mountain bar there.
I noticed that. They got some options. So yeah, maybe we'll do that tomorrow. Make it easy on ourselves and go out and just enjoy the mountain. Support them. Support Black Mountain.
It's pretty tough to not want to get McDonald's on the ride home anyway. So
right. Yeah, you can count on hitting Don's on the way back from Black. We go past 2 McDonald's on the ride, so it's pretty hard to pass them up. Could we go by 3?
Nah, just 2.
Just 2.
Yeah.
Osby
and Conway.
Okay. For some reason, no, I guess I'm thinking of Dairy Queen, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, there's plenty of other
a
fast
Dairy
food,
Queen
but
and
McDonald's specifically, there was a Burger King. I'm not sure if Burger King's still there or not, but
it might be gone now. I can't remember. But yeah, anyway, so we're definitely gonna hit some McDonald's tomorrow, no doubt about it. I'm ready for some. I'm ready for some Black Mountain and some Mickey D's.
Hi, Amy.
Whoop whoop! Amy made it.
You said it again. I don't.
Corey doesn't like when we say Black Mountain.
Oh.
There's a really good Kevin Nealon bit about skiing. If you want to pull that up, Carter. If you look up, is it Kevin Nealer or Kevin Nealon?
On YouTube.
Yeah, he was on like the Tonight Show or something. But I think just look it up. Kevin Nealon or Kevin Nealer ski bit. Should come right up. Yeah, on Conan, that looks right. But anyway, this
Racist.
So Black Mountain is the name of the mountain. They call it that. I think the name comes from it's the black sheep. It's the black sheep of the White Mountains, right?
Well, that's what they
That's
call
their
it.
slogan. Well,
Yeah, it was something else, and they rebranded it to black. But yeah.
But the branding of it for me, it's called Black Mountain, and they're saying it's the black sheep of the White Mountains. And what they mean by that is all these other ski areas you go to in the White Mountains, it's always cold, nasty, the wind is whipping. Black Mountain is always sunny and nice for some reason. So anyway, that being said, here's a little bit about skiing brought to you. Is it Nealer or Nealon?
Nealon.
Kevin Nealon on Conan, giving us a little ski bit. Something I've always thought was funny, but here we go.
I know you. You're a guy that likes to enjoy your downtime. You do anything fun this winter? You get out, you play sports. What do you do in the winter?
I am kind of an outdoors guy. I have to go outdoors every day, pretty much. But I've been skiing. We just got back.
You went skiing?
Yeah, we just got back from a little ski trip, which is a lot of fun. And I hadn't been skiing in a couple of years because it just seems like a lot of work. It all kind of came back to me. You know, remember when you ever go? You ski, right?
Yeah.
Remember the first time you went skiing? How difficult it seemed? I didn't know anything about, like the way they label trails for difficulty, like the black diamonds for difficult,
Most
blues,
difficult, yeah.
greens. And I was in Colorado, and I pulled into this convenience store, and I said to the guy behind the counter, I said, what's the best mountain to go skiing at around here? And he looked at me right in the eyes, and he said, you know what? I like Copper Mountain, but a lot of people don't like to go there because they're afraid of all the blacks. I thought, wow, this guy is a racist. And then he said, but you know what? I don't mind the blacks. He said, I have a lot of fun with them, but they will beat you up. They will beat you up. And he said, they are all over the mountain. They're everywhere. And guess what? Some of them, not very well groomed. But he said, if you want the good white powder, that's where you got to go. I thought, well, I am not going to Copper Mountain, that's for sure.
I think that's pretty much
You just have to be so politically correct now.
But I don't know. I thought that was just a really good classic comedy bit. A little bit of misdirection, and it's perfect the way he sets it up. I don't know. Just thought it was great, and it applies to skiing. So it's a niche. It's a niche slot for humor, ski humor. But he nailed it. Mainstream comic. Nailing a niche community. I mean, that's fun. And also, Calvin, didn't he work at Copper, or he at least went there?
Yeah, he went there. I think Curtis went there too. I wish we had gone Copper or Cooper. But
Michael's power went out. I spent up to 2x to... Oh, he sped us up to 2x to hear us. Now he's back up to speed. Sorry about your knee. Oh, thanks for comparing me to your grandpa. My grandpa dropped an orange, and now he's gonna... What are you saying?
he dropped Agent Orange, the chemical.
Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Sorry, man. I didn't mean to disrespect him like that. Hoping to go to college at West Point.
No, we're not too familiar with the ski scene in New York. Just we're pretty much New Hampshire and Little Vermont.
Yeah, New York, I'm trying to think. Well, so when I was in Vermont, a lot of people came from New York. It wasn't too far for them to get to where we were. And actually, there's one guy that was actually from Philadelphia that would come to Vermont all the time. Yeah, I'm sure there's some stuff in New York. But yeah, I don't know myself off the top of my head. So if I'm ever trying, so sometimes I'm trying to read these comments. I think I'm going to just going forward, I'm going to make a rule that I'm not even going to look at the things and I'm not even going to try and read them because it's really distracting for me. And I got to turn my head and it's on the TV and it's hard to focus for me because there's emojis and there's pizza and there's a picture of my van in the background behind it all. And I'm not that good at reading to begin with. So it's just, I think I'm just going to make a rule. I'm going to stop reading comments, and I'm going to just leave it up to Carter. From now on, it's going to be at Carter's discretion if comments are read on stream.
I'll read them, but
yeah, I mean, whatever you want to do.
Sometimes it's easier to let you just
fumble through it.
Well, if you see them, then you're gonna stop talking for a minute so I can get a word in edgewise. This is a little easier. It's a little slower because you're beat up from the day. You don't have much energy. So
yeah. I don't know. It's been a long week, but I'm probably gonna go plowing snow early tomorrow before we go skiing. I don't know what time it's supposed to stop snowing, but I'm gonna try and get up maybe around 3 and
get some hours in on the plow truck.
Yeah, just unfortunately, if I don't plow like immediately, everyone drives over it and makes a huge nightmare mess out of it. So.
Oh, I see with the wreck though.
Yeah,
not with mom and dad.
No. Mom and dad, they got their stuff covered as far as I know.
Well, I wanted to leave here. I was thinking like 7:15, something like that.
Try and get up there early.
Yeah, that's what I left. I left here right around that time, 7:15 the other day, and I got up there, and like I said, they were letting people up the lift early, and I imagine on a day with fresh snow, they'll probably be letting people up early. There'll probably be people lined up, and it's just easier to get in there and get a parking spot because there's not a lot of people showing up at 8, but by 9 it's a fairly steady flow.
Yeah, you're fighting for parking by then.
Well, I wasn't fighting, and there wasn't enough people, but who knows on a day with some fresh snow. We haven't had any all year, so.
Well, I got some Red Bulls I put in your fridge for tomorrow morning, so I'm going to get up and get after it and like I said, try and do a little bit of plowing early and then head up and do some skiing. For me, I think it's better to just have a full packed day like that. Like if I get up early and get my plowing done, by the time I get here to go skiing, I'm already going to be up and at 'em. And by the time we get to Black Mountain, I'm going to be ready to attack, rip it up, go ham at the mountain.
Yeah, I mean,
and then I'm shout out Corey. I'm going bowling with the boys tomorrow night.
I thought you were supposed to do that tonight.
We talked about doing it tonight, but ultimately we decided not to, and it was the right call because, like I said, by the time I got back to town and finished putting the plow on, it would have been wicked late by the time we got bowling. So,
well, I appreciate the invite, Corey.
Yeah, I was trying to get Carter to go. He literally said to me, he goes, I really appreciate you guys thinking of me and inviting me, but I'm just not. He's not into bowling. He's a home guy, homebody. But
Michael asked if we were Coke or Pepsi, and it's definitely.
I can respect Pepsi. Dr. Pepper or RC Cola.
Have you ever had RC Cola?
I've never actually had it. I don't think.
I'd like to try it.
I would like. But so the reason I can respect RC Cola though is I like different actual colas. Like it sounds weird, but there was this pizza place I used to go to, and you could get you would if you ordered Coke or cola or whatever they had on the menu. They had the thing that came out of the tap was a it was like Granite State Cola or something. It was like a New Hampshire brand of Coke. Yeah, and you could get that, or they would bring you a bottle of Coca-Cola. And I preferred this New Hampshire brand stuff out of the fountain. I thought it was really good. And so anyway, I really. We are big Pepsi guys. If you couldn't tell, we got Pepsi Real Sugar. That's if it comes from a can, that's our go-to in our family. Personally, my favorite thing I can get right now that's easily attainable for me is a fountain soda, a fountain Coke from McDonald's is my favorite freaking drink right now. Is a fountain Coke from McDonald's. There's nothing better.
Depends on the McDonald's you get it from. Some McDonald's are better than others.
I do agree with that, but when it's on point, I would say generally any McDonald's has the capability to be on point. If the machine is up to snuff and everything's working, a friggin' large Coke from McDonald's, whew, boy.
I was thinking about that the other day, that some people actually order a Coke that's not a large Coke. Like,
ugh. Yeah, what are you teasing yourself for, man? Sometimes I'm not even kidding you. I've ordered 2 large Cokes in the drive-thru because I wanted to guzzle some cola. I'm not even kidding.
well, when you're getting McDonald's food, I feel like a large Coke is just the right amount. Like when you get
To
get a couple,
pound all that salty food down your gullet, you need something.
yeah, like a large. But I'm saying that a large Coke's perfect amount.
Yeah.
Generally.
Yeah. Well, anyway, I love it. That's my favorite thing. Oh, hey, you know what happened to me recently? Did I tell my Taco Bell thing? Did I tell that on the podcast yet?
You told us, but I don't think you.
I don't think I
said.
I don't think it happened. Yeah. But I was at Taco Bell the other day, and I went in there to kill time, and I was just thinking I'm going to get to, this was down in Rochester. The Taco Bell's kind of hit or miss there. Well, I went in there thinking I'm just going to get a soda because this place can be a mess sometimes, and I don't feel like getting some messed up food. I walked through the door, and Taco Bell corporate was sitting in there having a meeting, like in the dining room of this tiny Taco Bell. And I said, it must be my lucky day. Corporate Bell is in here. If there's any time to order, it's now. And I think it was like the number 9 or something on the menu I ordered, but it came with a regular taco, a Dorito taco, and this chicken pesto like wrap thing that was really good. The chicken pesto thing was banger. Doritos taco, banger. Original taco, still a banger. And it came with cinnamon twists. So it was all for $9 and a soda. And by the time I finished filling my soda, I looked around the room. I pulled out a chair because I was just going to sit down for a second. Pulled the chair out. By the time I was done pulling out the chair, they go, "Caleb," and they threw my box on the counter. I said, "Thank you," and I got out of there. It's my lucky day. If they can keep up that pace, I'll be a Taco Bell fan, but that's going to be hard. Death or like anything that comes in glass or aluminum. It was less common to see plastic, but not totally. It's not like you never saw it. It does exist there. But yeah, a lot of places had Liquid Death, and they had all the different flavors. And there's, I think it's called Buried Alive. It's like a little berried flavored water. I did enjoy that. I thought it was good. I just like variety. I like variety in drinks and trying different things.
Well, I had Liquid Death when we went to a concert last year because that's all they had for water, at least at the stand I went to. And I had a tough time drinking it because every time I went to take a sip, I don't like beer, and that's all I could think of.
Well,
anytime
yeah,
I
it's
took
like
a sip was
a
that.
seltzer water usually tastes a lot like a beer.
Well, but it's not. It's just straight. Liquid Death is just straight water. It's
Well,
not seltzer water.
You can get the flat water. Is that what you had?
Yeah,
I've never
regular
had
water.
the flat water.
And
I've only ever had the bubbly one.
I just had a tough time drinking it because every time I went to take a sip of it, it was just like I was waiting for. And maybe because I was drinking out of a can, I was waiting for a disgusting aftertaste.
But you didn't
like a
get
beer.
it, or
No, I didn't. But in my head, I did.
Okay.
So it made it tough to drink.
well, for me, I've never had the flat water, but the regular non-flavored sparkling water, I really don't care for that. That's like drinking a non-flavored seltzer water, which I think those are gross.
Yeah, seltzer water is disgusting.
But anyway, this Buried Alive one I didn't think was bad, and I drank a fair bit of those. But I just like to mix it up. Like sometimes I'll go on a Fanta kick, purple Fanta. Whoo! Smoke down a couple bottles of purple Fanta. then other times it's chocolate milk. I'll be on a chocolate milk bender. I just like variety. I like variety of drinks. I just grab something different. The thing I have not been a fan of that I see everywhere is the glass bottle of Mel's lemonade. You seen that?
Nah.
It reminds me of Lemonade Mouth, but it's glass bottles of Mel's lemonade, and there's all different flavors, and they got like blue ones. It's like a blue lemonade, and I'm like, oh, that looks cool. It comes in a glass bottle. I'll give it a shot, and I did not care for it.
Yeah, unfortunately, looks like we're having trouble in the some technical difficulties.
Internet's bombed.
Yeah, we did disconnect for a minute. The Wi-Fi went out here.
Yeah, man, we got to call up Elon and get some stronger internet. Figure that one out. We try, but there's only so much you can do out here in the sticks. Lucky we got a connection at all.
It's supposed to be good internet, and that's
That's what I mean. It's great internet when you're way out here in the boonies like us. I mean,
well,
we're friggin'. This might as well be Alaska. We're out here. So
unless you're living in the middle of the city, they don't make faster internet than I have right now. So
yeah, and it's still bombs.
yeah.
Well, you know what it is? It's because, they just throttle it and they act like twerps about it. They get pissed because we're over here having a good time with our live stream, and they're like, how many subscribers these assholes have anyway? Not enough. Boop! And they throttle our internet.
Yeah.
They just act like tools about it. Mike lives in a wheat field. Yeah, no, we don't have much for fields. I mean, there's what we would consider a field is a far cry from what you would consider a field, Mike. It's a different thing around here. A lot of trees and not a lot of fields. But what are you watching over there, Carter? Carter's just like watching TikToks.
I was trying to find. I saved a video on Facebook, and
Oh, you're gonna try and pull it up.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if you saw this one that I sent. You don't have Facebook anymore, so you don't see anything I send on Facebook.
Yeah, I don't see anything anyone sends me generally. I try not to watch anything.
Yeah, it's just. I mean, this is literally just a TikTok. Yeah, let me turn the volume up so that if there's volume, we can hear it.
Day one of trying to start owning my own pub. Steals the balls. His gym shorts fall down. That's pretty funny.
Yeah.
I talked to Calvin right before we started the show. He said he could be here around 9. Should we wait for him and see if he pops in, or we just assume he's not coming?
I wouldn't assume anything with Calvin, to be honest.
You just never know with him. He might pop through.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I don't know. It's been just been on the grindstone recently, staying busy, keeping that hustle strong. Trying to get a doctor's appointment, which I finally did. It's just I want, like, the podcast would be more fun if I was actively having more fun. You know what I mean? Like, I've just been really busy with just not podcast worthy adventure, right? Like we gotta, like, tomorrow, like, we're going skiing tomorrow. Like, that's gonna be a better day. Like, if we get a couple clips on our phones, we can put those on the podcast. I just gotta start. I gotta remember to stay active in that sort of a way, because that's where good stories come from. That's where so next Friday, a week from today, technically, Corey, if you're still watching, I don't know if he's still watching or not, but technically next Friday would be the first Friday of the month. So we're gonna try. I'm gonna remind everybody when I see them tomorrow that it's podcast night for the Wolfpack on next Friday, first Friday of the month. But I've got some stories with those guys that have happened with those guys that I want to tell. But I'm gonna wait for them to be here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Just What I feel like we went to Men's Warehouse last night. We didn't talk about that yet. That was just last night. We had to go get Calvin a suit for Carter's wedding. We all bought shirts, and then we went to Longhorn Steakhouse for dinner.
Yep.
We actually had a good time.
Yeah. Well, you remember you went to the California Grill, right?
You're saying that's the place on top of the Contemporary, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Dad was saying that he's like talking about how the steak wasn't that good at the California Grill, and I'm not a big steak connoisseur. I don't know if you read the comments or not, but Michael says Liquid Death makes cola. That's a sidebar. I didn't know that they made cola.
Yeah, I'll have to try it. I didn't know.
I'll have to see if we can get some of that. Try it. I'm curious now.
Yeah.
But I'm not a big steak connoisseur anyway, so I didn't. When I had the steak at the California Grill, I thought it was really good, personally.
Yep. I thought it was good too. I remember it being really good.
But the steak that I had at Longhorns last night, so Dad had said that the steak wasn't very good. And I said, well, where else can you go get a steak like this? And he's like, well, honestly, like Longhorns.
Mm-hmm.
And then I had the exact, it was a filet at
Longhorn
and a filet at California Grill. And the one at California Grill was a lot better.
Yeah.
I mean, I know it was more expensive, but it was a lot better. So I don't know what he's talking about.
Yeah, I actually didn't order steak last night. I ordered chicken fingers, a baked potato, and mac and cheese, in addition to eating the taquito appetizers. So I pretty much had everything besides steak last night, but it was great. I enjoyed it. I thought it was fun. Calvin tried on like a whole suit because he had, I just had to get my pants hemmed. I actually, at Colin's wedding, I ran out of time and didn't get my pants hemmed. But since we had to go get Calvin a suit, I was like, all right, perfect. I'm going to bring my pants down, drop them off to get him hemmed. Calvin's getting his suit and then leaving it there to get hemmed up. And anyway, we're one step closer.
Yep.
One more thing done.
Curtis sent me some reels of the week here.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Do we have to pre-approve Curtis's? You know what?
He's only got two of them here.
We'll play his reels of the week, but I'll say this. I said to Curtis when I saw the video of that, okay, I'm sure if you've watched any of the news, you've seen this plane and helicopter crash. Terrible. Like it is scary and terrible. And I said to Curtis, as a joke, I said to him last night when we were at dinner, I'm like, I better not see this clip in your reels of the week. And he goes, why not? Like, seriously. Like I, as a joke, was saying I better not see this because I felt like it was so obvious, like, that's, like, over the line. That's crossing the line.
Yeah.
That's too traumatic, too...
I would generally agree, steer clear of that, too.
I just want to be able to have a little more fun here, and I feel like that's a little too heavy.
Yeah. Just to put it into a little bit more perspective, though, I feel like that was obviously a horrible plane crash and killed 60 people or whatever. But
closer to 70, I think.
Yeah. How many car wrecks happen a day that kill people, though? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
you probably get way more people a day
just,
dying in a car wreck than the plane crash.
I've heard all this stuff. I just
to put it in a little bit of perspective, but
nonetheless, I don't need to see the video of it.
Yeah.
We don't need to put it on the podcast. But all right, so, we did not vet these. I haven't seen this.
Yeah.
But here we go. We got Curtis's reels of the week. We'll see what he sent us. Try and give you a little commentary. Okay, I have seen this. The guy getting crushed by a box at Lowe's. I don't know why he didn't unload it properly, but it's literally crushing him on the lift.
I don't think the box is that heavy, though.
I don't know how heavy the box is, but the guy's acting like he's being crushed.
Now, do you think that me and you would both fit in that?
Oh, yeah. That's
All right, Home Depot.
I would think so.
He's
Can we
asking a
test
guy
out
if
real
he's
quick?
going to fit in the shower with him. They're doing it.
Let's just watch the video.
What do you think?
Well, we both fit.
Yeah. Care if I get a little closer? I could just like spray it on you and wash your body off.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a little creepy. I know the guy's just doing it to be funny, but also that the Home Depot guy's just trying to do his job, and he's getting in the shower with him. I mean, it is funny. It's a silly take. I'm not gonna give Curtis any grief about it. I think
Yeah,
I'll allow it. I think that one's okay.
I did see that one too, where he's like, why don't you
I
get
didn't
in the
see the
shower
getting
with
in
me?
the shower part. I just saw the Lowe's part I'd seen, but I hadn't seen the Home Depot part.
The Lowe's one's is a lot older. I think the getting in the shower is kind of a new clip.
All right, this next one looks like a snowboarding video. Let's see what we got. Okay, he's on a surfboard. Oh man, that's perfect though. This is right what we're looking for. This is the right amount of pain. Okay, this is clearly in a state where they don't typically get snow. He's on a snowboard. He's hitting one of those black plastic X Games ramps that we all had in our driveway, and yeah, he just totally bites it. That's a good classic American fail clip right there. That's about as wholesome as you can do.
Yeah. Have you seen? I was laughing about it. We were laughing about it today. The video where the mom's at the petting zoo with the kid, and she's like, "Oh, look, a white goat and a black goat."
No, I haven't seen this.
Okay, I'll see if I can find it.
Mom at petting zoo with goats.
Yeah, I'll look it up. But I'll just answer Michael's question. He asked about what video games we play. I would say it doesn't get much better than Minecraft.
Oh yeah, but hey, a shout out to Carter's Farming Simulator channel.
I've been deep into Farming Simulator at the moment.
Michael, go check out his Farming Simulator channel.
I played a lot of Fortnite.
Kinville Logging is the Farming Simulator channel. Go check it out.
Yep.
but
Get some more views on these videos.
Yeah, they do. But no, Minecraft for me also when it comes to gaming is my go-to. I really can't think of anything else that I care about playing on a regular, on any sort of reoccurring basis. It's just Minecraft for me. Nothing will ever live up to that. Probably the best game ever. But yeah, I mean, part of me wants to stick this podcast out and see if Calvin's going to get here, but I'm pretty well burnt out.
Yeah, well, he said 9 o'clock, but
we try and filibuster another 20 minutes here.
yeah, I'll let me get the white goat, black goat video on.
Yeah, Seinfeld's got that bit about the half black, half white cookie. You ever see that one?
Yeah, you ready?
All right, here we go. Goat video. We like goats here.
Oh, good job. I know. Look at that white goat. Oh, they are so cute. I know. Look, there's a black one.
Black one?
That's a nice one.
What?
Yeah.
Oh man, that poor kid.
Black one.
That was funny. Just poor timing.
The look on the kid's face too, like just look when the kid had the glasses. I don't know. It's just
Well, I just want, yeah, like I wonder what what was his impression. Obviously, he thought there was a chance the woman was talking to him. Maybe, I don't know. But perfect timing, comedically. That was great. That was like a something you'd see on like Adult Swim or something. I don't know. That was like a Eric Andre show or
that's
something.
what a lot of the things said was the timing was crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that was pretty funny. Calvin was out raking his terrain park tonight, and yeah, I called him right before the show, and he's like, well, we gotta finish raking and gotta take the rope down, and I'm like, all right, just, if you're at work, you're at work. We'll get the podcast rolling without you. I think like when we have everyone here, we've been having good episodes recently. That's really the key. Just getting everybody here. It brings up the energy. It brings the mood up.
Yeah. Well, like I said too, it's tough to, it's tough to keep up with the conversation and change the camera angles and pull stuff up on the computer and
Yeah, and read the comments
Yeah.
and I don't know. I want, like, in the future, right? I want to have like a bank of call-in, like, voicemails or something, or video messages or something, right? That we can go to and listen to people ask for advice or just say hi or whatever they want to do. That to me is like going forward. I think that would be a big part of the show if people keep watching, if we can get people to send in stuff like that, because that would be a lot easier for me on it. Like, I don't always have something burning that I mean, I can always talk about nothing, but sometimes I have stuff I really want to talk about, other times not so much. Like tonight, I was like, let's just get on the podcast and try it out and see what we can come up with. But if we had that backlog of people calling in for advice or whatever, that's an easy go-to to pull it up and we rattle through it,
yeah. I think the comments help too. And
Yeah, I do think the comments help. Michael's talking about, I know I said I wasn't going to read the comments anymore, but Michael's talking about how it's his internet that's bad, not ours. So good to know.
it could be either one. You never know.
It could be either one. Honestly, I'll probably never fully understand how internet works, but just think of this. Just think of the fact that we're over here in New Hampshire and our signal's being beamed into space, into something that's in orbit, and then it's getting beamed back to you. Is that just about right, Carter?
Something like that.
Something like that. I mean,
Yeah.
close enough, right?
You think there's anybody else in New Hampshire or even in New England that's they're sitting in a basement running through a podcast right now with 4-5 people watching?
I don't know. You ever see those videos where like big streamers go and stream bomb people?
Yeah.
Why can't that happen to us? What the hell?
Stream bomb us.
Yeah, can't we get somebody to come on here and bomb our stream with their stream viewers?
I mean, I don't know.
Super chats are open, guys. Send me a super chat.
That's not a bad
I'd love
idea,
to
so-
set up a P.O. box. That's a great idea. It's been on my list for a long time. Since I started my YouTube channel, I've talked about starting a P.O. box, so maybe now it's time.
Yep.
Yeah,
Imagine if we got stream bombed right now, though. People would show up and they'd be like, "Wow, this is
bunch of depressing losers."
this is a depressing live stream."
Yeah, I don't know. I don't want to. The thing is, you get caught in this. Do you want to skip a podcast or do you want to put out a subpar episode? And I think, obviously, you and I are struggling to be the tent poles of this podcast all by ourselves. Maybe we should cut back the amount of days we do it.
2 legs don't make a table.
Yeah.
Need at least 3 legs. Table stand then.
Yeah, I mean, I could just completely agree. The good episodes we have is when everybody's here. Maybe we're trying too many episodes. Maybe we cut it back. Maybe that'll help.
No, it's just that where some of our brothers are kind of scumbaggish.
Well,
although
that's
Curtis-
a little harsh.
Yeah, I'm just joking. But Curtis did do 2 episodes this week, so.
Yeah, and again, those were the better episodes. I don't. I'm just out of it, I guess. I don't know, just burnt out. I'm ready to go skiing tomorrow. That's all I can think about. I'm actually thinking about plowing too, but mostly I just want to get up and go skiing. I'm ready for it. Ready for a sick day on the hill. I want to break in my trash bags. But I don't think Calvin's coming. I'm saying it now. I don't think we're going to see him. No, Calvin. Mike said something about Burger King. Carter's reading it.
Yeah, I was trying to. I'm not familiar with the story. He says that he works at Burger King, the one where the foot lettuce came from. I'm not familiar with that story.
He says Burger King foot lettuce.
Yeah.
So he's saying he lived.
No, he worked at it.
He worked at the Burger King.
I work at the Burger King, the one where the foot lettuce came from, apparently.
Oh, that's crazy.
So what's a foot lettuce?
Number 15, Burger King foot lettuce. You never heard that?
No.
Basically, actually, can you go on YouTube and look up behind the meme? Look up behind the meme Burger King foot lettuce. Well, you want to do that?
Yeah.
I think if this channel still exists, behind the meme.
Oh.
Behind the
On
meme.
YouTube?
Yeah, behind the meme Burger King foot lettuce. That's crazy that you work at that Burger King. I don't remember all the lore well enough, but I do remember this video, and hopefully it's still out there. We can play that for you guys. Just because I'm sure a lot of people don't remember Burger King foot lettuce. Is there a video by, it's like memes explained or?
No, but I get the I get the original video allegedly.
Well, yeah, try it. Try pulling
Number
it up.
50.
Yeah.
15. Burger King foot lettuce. The last thing you'd want in your Burger King burger is someone's foot fungus, but as it turns out, that might be what you get. A 4chaner uploaded a photo.
This is not an AI
anonymously
voice.
to the
This is a
site,
real voice.
showcasing his feet in a plastic bin of lettuce with the statement, "This is the lettuce you eat at Burger King." Admittedly, he had shoes on, but that's even worse. The post went live at 11:38 p.m. on July 16th, and a mere 20 minutes later, the Burger King in question was alerted to the rogue employee. At least, I hope he's rogue. How did it happen? Well, the BK employee hadn't removed the EXIF data from the uploaded photo, which suggested the culprit was somewhere in Mayfield Heights, Ohio. This was at 11:47. 3 minutes later, at 11:50, the Burger King branch address was posted with wishes of happy unemployment. 5 minutes later, the news station was contacted by another 4chaner. And 3 minutes later, at 11:58, a link was posted, BK's Tell Us About Us online form. The foot photo, otherwise known as Exhibit A, was attached. Cleveland Scene magazine contacted the BK in question the next day. When questioned, the breakfast shift manager said, "Oh, I know who that is. He's getting fired." Mystery solved by 4chan. Now
Crazy.
we can all go back to eating our fast food in
So
peace.
basically, this kid used to make these list videos. List videos have been super popular. Don't start playing Neil Diamond; that'll get us in trouble.
We've
The dog's barking. Calvin might be here. But yeah. Anyway,
sorry to ruin that that thought.
Oh man. Okay. Yeah. So. Well, hey, man, you might be close by. There's a lot of Burger Kings out there.
Just because that foot lettuce came from a different Burger King
doesn't mean that doesn't mean you didn't have foot lettuce at yours. What's that Eminem line? Slim Shady spitting in your onion ring.
Yeah.
What does
like
he
that.
say?
I mean, yeah, that's about right. But I would say, like Caleb said, it's kind of a meme. So the fact that there's foot lettuce there, I wouldn't be surprised if somebody else at a different Burger King wanted to do the same foot lettuce thing. And
Yeah.
multiple Burger Kings, you get foot lettuce.
Let this be a lesson to you, Michael. All your managers are going to lie to you about something.
It makes me wonder, though, like...
What have you been lied to you about?
Burger King's got foot lettuce. Does, like, McDonald's have nutsack lettuce or something?
Oh, I'm pretty sure when I ask for my McDoubles ketchup only, I'm pretty sure they at least spit on them. I don't know what else they're going to do to them. One time they gave me horseradish on a burger because I asked for it with just ketchup. So they put just horseradish on it just to be a jerk.
Yeah.
I swear I heard that dog bark. I wonder if that's Calvin.
Yeah, he did bark. I don't know.
Calvin didn't. He never texted me or anything to say
He said
he was,
he'd be here by 9 o'clock.
It is before 9, so drum roll, everybody. Are we going to get him? Do we hear him upstairs? I haven't heard the door open yet. I don't know why I'm fixated on this, but
No,
yeah.
it'd just be funny to have somebody pop in. We haven't really had that before, where somebody just joins mid-episode.
I was trying to get Corey to call in, but he watched for a minute and he probably fell asleep or something. I don't know. We lost him. He's gone.
Yeah. I was just trying to read the comments there, and I wasn't quite sure what.
It is kind of hard to keep up. It's kind of hard to pay attention and keep up with everybody's comment.
Yeah. No, I was just trying to decipher. He said, "Oh no, I like the amount of episodes because it makes the start, middle, and end better."
I don't know.
Yeah, but he asked what you like, MF Doom.
Calvin is a huge MF Doom fan. I know a couple songs. I know That's That. That's actually all I can name. But Calvin is a huge MF Doom fan, and he can rap several of his songs.
If you go back to there was an episode right around New Year's. We did our Spotify Wraps. I can't remember which one it was. It was right around the beginning of the year, though.
Yeah, our Spotify Wrapped episode. We it might have been. Did we do a New Year's? It was like it was right around New Year's anyway. I don't know if it came up on Calvin's Wrapped or not, but you calling him?
Yeah, I'll call Calvin. See what he's
see if we got him or not.
Yeah.
Bling bling bling, Calvin.
He doesn't answer my call though, so he might have to call him.
I don't think he's gonna answer.
Yeah, told you, scumbag.
Not gonna happen.
You know something funny too? You could just call somebody and
put him on the pod.
Yeah, prank call him.
Calvin Kinville. Leave me a message or send me a text, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Thank you.
Loser.
Yeah.
What are you, some kind of bum? Should I call Ryder? Would that be funny if I call Ryder and he answers and Calvin didn't? I talked to Ryder last night. Actually, I had a call.
Skidda.
Yeah, that's his new. I don't want to blow it up. I'm not even gonna say, but anyway, I talked to him last night on the phone while we were trying on suits at Men's Warehouse, and I gotta call him back one of these times when I'm not busy, so we can chat. Oh, Calvin's calling back. Here we go.
Calvin,
you're live on the pod.
You're on the podcast.
The roads are dicey out here.
Are you on your way over here? Caleb's losing it. Caleb's been.
I'm falling apart, man. I've been ready to get out of here for the last 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. I actually drove past the house. I'm just trying to get home. This is pretty scary out here.
Come on. I thought you lived in Colorado.
Well, I mean, what does that have to do with it? This is New England. This is watery snow. This isn't the dry styrofoam Colorado snow that you can pack down and it's perfectly grippy. This is wet. This is
I agree.
Icy.
When
the temperature is 28 out here and it's dumping snow. That's wet snow.
Calvin knows a thing or two about a thing or two. He can tell you all about this. We call him Frosty because he's the snowman.
Yeah, listen, we went ski patrolling. Then me and Lance raked the park out, and we had a major mishap with the tow rope. We had to fix last minute.
What happened to it?
I got McDonald's waiting for me at home. We have this. We have a pulley. We put up a pulley today to pull it up so that the groomer can get under it in certain spots where it's important.
Yep.
And it was all set and ready to go, but then at the end of the night when we tried to pull the rope up, it's like the pulley is hanging from an eye hook that's drilled into the pole, and somehow the rope got wrapped around it wrong, and then it made it so that we had to reef really hard, and it pulled the eye hook out.
Huh.
So we drilled a new hole, put the eye hook back in, and fixed the rope. So now it's all set and ready to go for grooming.
Is the rope gonna work tomorrow, or is it gonna fall off the rope tow because it's all fucked up now?
No, it's nothing to do with the operation of the rope. It was just getting it out of the way for the groomer.
You were my brother, Calvin. You were supposed to stop the burnout, not cause it. Did I read that right, Michael? I think I read it right. Michael left a comment that if you heard me, that was.
Oh, Mike's back, huh?
Yeah, that was his comment. He left a little Star Wars themed comment for you for me to read.
Oh, say it again. Say it again.
Okay. You were my brother, Calvin. You were supposed to stop the burnout, not cause it.
Oh, the burnout? What do you think?
Because I'm getting burnt out on this episode, so we were hoping you were gonna get here and prevent the burnout.
I'm sorry.
That's all right.
Sorry, Mike.
Your allegiance is to the Republic, to democracy.
Well, I figured, Caleb, we heard the dog bark and we thought you might have been you, so I figured I'd call you because Caleb was on the fence whether we were going to hold it out until you showed up or not, so. But we'll call it here just to end it. Plus,
You were supposed to destroy the Sith, not join them.
I hate you.
Oh, man.
Yeah, I think, just get home safe. I mean, it is really dumping out here, and the roads are slippy.
Yeah, I'm not friggin' worried about it with my fucking 35-inch tires. They're just kind of like right through that goddamn chop. You're gonna get fucking mad. I'm just gonna go
So
right
you don't
through
drive
it.
a Matchbox car.
Yeah, I'm not out there in my freaking Hot Wheels. I'm just out there in my friggin' got the old truck. She's gonna cruise right through it.
Yeah, put in 4x.
Oh yeah, you goddamn right. Gonna be spinning my tires.
Okay, Calvin. Well, we'll talk to you later.
All right, have a good night.
Yep. See ya.
Yep.
Have a good. See you, Mike.
Calvin says bye, Mike. Yeah, I think we will wrap it up here. Sounds like the roads are a mess. I'm gonna get home and get some sleep, get up early, plow some snow, and then we're going skiing. Should be a pretty killer day tomorrow. I'm excited for it. I'm pumped up. What more can you ask for than some fresh snow and some fresh turns? So we'll see you guys in the next one.